Since YouTube's creation on February 14, 2005, anyone with an internet connection has been able to share videos with the rest of the world. With its growing popularity since then, people have become to rely on YouTube to an extent that others have been able to form careers around creating content for it, known as content creators. These content creators, or creators for short, make a living from these videos by partnering with YouTube when they garnered enough subscribers. This partner program allows their videos to have advertisements placed before, during, and after their videos, and the creators get a share of the ad revenue per video click. The more views the video has, the more profit the creators take in. Creators put a lot of time and effort in their videos to obtain as many views as they possibly can and ensure their profits are maximized. For the most part, the relationship between YouTube and creators has been beneficial, but YouTube has become increasingly stringent on videos that can be monetized for various reasons. YouTube has a list of rules that creators must follow so their videos can be monetized, and if any of those rules are violated, then their videos become demonetized or even taken down entirely, essentially stripping the creator from their possible primary source of income.
I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news!
This brings us to content creator and internet personality Daniel Keem, aka Keemstar. He mainly makes videos on YouTube, while also streaming live videos on Twitch and content updates on Twitter. His main YouTube channel, #DramaAlert, that has a hefty following of 5.52 million subscribers as of March 2020, where he discusses recent events that unfold on the internet. Most of his discussions are about feuds between popular creators or controversial events that may have happened to said popular creator, hence the name of his show. On February 16, 2020, he posted on Twitter that his latest video at the time was demonetized for possessing a racial slur. In his video, he was talking about content creator and internet personality Gabby Hanna after she landed in some hot water after heckling an image of an e-girl. Unbeknownst to her, that said e-girl recently passed away. While pronouncing the word e-girl, YouTube's closed captioning misinterpreted the word and had the transcript write out negro. After registering this, YouTube's AI, which monitors all the monetization of uploaded videos, flagged the video and removed the monetization on the grounds of him using a racial slur. After garnering a lot of attention online, YouTube amended the situation by fixing the error on a closed caption, and the video is now monetized. But by the time this happened, over 48 hours has passed, and the main bulk of Keemstar's viewers has already watched his video. This meant that most of his revenue would have been made on his video was lost as a result. Luckily, he's doing quite well on YouTube, and he was able to overlook this transgression, but other creators may not be so lucky. This post has since reignited a discussion about the possible dangers that come with relying on an AI program to review all content on YouTube's platform, and its ability to demonetize videos it views that don't follow YouTube's guidelines. It has creators now even worried that YouTube has seemingly incorporated a new form of monitoring, whereas AI also reviews the auto-generated closed captions to reason if a video should be monetized or not, when the community believes this system is not ready to stand such a test and is now harming content creators' livelihood as a result.
What were your gripes with YouTube? You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'm so mad.
Yeah, what's going on?
YouTube's demonetization isn't something that popped up recently, but has been an ongoing battle between YouTube and the creators for years. To really dive into this topic, it is important to understand what began it all in the first place and discuss the adpocalypse of 2016. In Stephen Stanford's writing, YouTube and the Adpocalypse, he mentions how the adpocalypse was a result of advertisers exerting a degree of power over the audience, creators, and YouTube, and by doing so, throwing the whole platform out of balance.
And you were also involved in the YouTube demonetization wave that hit after that PewDiePie cocksucker decided it was a good idea to use the N-word on video game streams.
Advertisers were quickly and quietly pulling their advertisements from YouTube after YouTube's algorithm was placing their ads with videos that did not align with the company's ideals. These videos in question contained either hate speech, acts of violence, or controversial material that the companies justifiably did not want to be associated with. Big names like BBC, McDonald's, PepsiCo, and Starbucks began to pull their adverts, and it got YouTube scared.
Create the adpocalypse. This is a common misconception that happens all the time.
As a response, YouTube set in some new guidelines without telling the creators on what constitutes a video to qualify for monetization, and began to redact monetization on every video that was or will be uploaded that violated these new set of guidelines. These guidelines were being controlled all automatically by an AI program that reviews every video to now ensure that videos on their platform remain advertiser-friendly from Stanford. Since then, content creators were forced to alter their delivery of content, for some drastically, to ensure their survival on the platform.
edit yourself and censor yourself and make yourself look at your absolute best, not just because of how vitriolic the internet is, not just because if you make one small mistake, you're over, right? But because YouTube themselves will no longer pay you for being your authentic self.
Since 2016, YouTube has become a game on how to beat the algorithm or AI that monetizes the videos or even video feed of their audience. In the article, Anxiety, Panic, and Self-Optimization by Sophie Bishop, she argues that YouTube intentionally scaffolds videos consistent with the company's commercial goals and directly punishes non-commercially viable genres of content through relegation and obscuration. Her article focuses primarily on the hierarchy of vloggers on a platform where females are rewarded for more viewership if their content was more stereotypically feminized, but also notes that it is due to the AI YouTube has in place that is causing its creators to have to act a certain way to earn clicks or views or fall into the hole of obscurity, recede from the public eye, and their business as a result suffers. Creators that were unique and had their own way with the connecting to audience, even if they had a solid audience base before 2016, were now forced to make changes to their lifestyle so their career remained financially viable. With now everyone forced to have to compete for views and act a certain way, it created even more toxicity and hostility between its creators to fight for the clicks. It has created a dog-eat-dog world where in the article, My Videos Are at the Mercy of the YouTube Algorithm by Emily Peterson, she states that creators use clickbait or attention-grabbing titles on their thumbnails to mislead viewers into watching their videos. Participants believe that the YouTube algorithm favors those who stir up controversy because it causes more viewers to click, driving up views and consequently ad revenue. Her article also discusses how aware people are of the algorithm and the ways they make people get one up on everyone else. In Peterson's article, she supplies a graph of how many times discussion about the YouTube's algorithm at various VidCons were mentioned. There is a clear trend that since 2016, creators have dramatically taken notice of YouTube's algorithm and everything they can to ensure that they are still able to monetize and get clicks. Individuality of content creators is now suffering as a result of these changes. Creators are now having to sacrifice what made their channels attractive to their viewers in the first place just to satisfy YouTube and in turn the advertisers, with content creators now feeling the need to be more conscious of their moves when they make videos in order to be successful. Creators now feel even more strained when they learn that the way they speak is influencing the ability for their videos to be monetized. This isn't to say that auto-generated closed captions has been a tool on YouTube that is causing nothing but problems since 2016. For the hearing impaired, closed captions has been the primary way to enjoy and learn through YouTube's content with no audio. In the article, Video Captions for Online Courses by Becky Sue Parton, she details the value of auto-generated closed captions on YouTube's videos for educational purposes while also detailing their limitations in her study. She says professors are often under time constraints when developing and or teaching a course, so it's imperative to find a balance between the need for reliable captions and the ability to provide those captions quickly. But quickly notes that there are 7.7 phrases per minute that were unintelligible or altered the meaning of the message. She also states that in 2 out of the 525 cases, the YouTube subtitles showed a swear word that was clearly not said by the professor. A similar study was conducted in 2017 in an article Reading Between the Lines, Accessing Information via YouTube's Automatic Captioning by Chad Smith, Tamby Allman, and Samantha Crocker. In the article, the 75 participants with college experience were split into groups and watched the same video, one with audio and one without. At the end of the study, they found that participants in the high air group who watched the video with caption but no sound answered a significantly fewer numbers of questions correctly than participants in the high air group who watched the video with sound but no caption or both sound and caption. Both articles concluded that at the end of the studies that relying on the automatic captioning feature of YouTube will be insufficient to provide users who required the caption text for comprehension, but captioning should not be removed and instead needs to be improved dramatically so everyone can properly utilize the platform. At the end of Parton's article, she also hints how accents may play a role in the ability of this generator to properly transcribe their spoken words into written words. For For humans, listening to a foreign accent, even when hearing a language you're familiar with, can be difficult at times. This makes it understandable that when an automated caption generator can have difficulty doing the same. In the article Gender and Dialect Bias in YouTube's Automatic Captions by Rachel Tapman, she evaluates how accuracy for YouTube's automatically generated caption varies across 2 genders and 5 dialects of English. The regions chosen were for their dialect, local, and geographic separation from each other. The sample groups then read a list of words designated to elicit phonological dialect difference, and their respective videos were uploaded to YouTube to be transcribed. It was found that, in terms of dialect, speakers from Scotland had reliably worse performance than speakers from the United States or New Zealand. With YouTube being a U.S. company, it seems non-American sounding dialects were much more penalized that could be easily lead to their videos to be misinterpreted, like those earlier educational videos, resulting in content creators from around the world to be penalized for opting auto-generated captions. Like earlier stated by Bishop that YouTube's platform scaffolds videos on what is to be believed to be commercially viable, it seems that the same is now happening to creators on the way that they speak. With these channels being hurt because of the way they enunciate words, it will probably make the creators believe that the algorithmic imaginary, a term mentioned in Karen Van Ness's article, YouTube's operational logic, could be the blame. She states that creators must use a trial and error method to reverse engineer what the algorithm might want to promote to its viewers or dissuade them from seeing. This could give the Western creators or Western sounding creators an edge on relevance to YouTube's platform that will either be forced to adapt to these changes or now fall into obscurity like the others before them.
Well, that was certainly the case when the apocalypse still happened, that they were trying to negotiate. But I think all of them are back now.
They are, but I'm
they've
sure they came back at a much lower price and a much lower bid than they've ever been.
Yes, I think that they definitely used that to their advantage at the time.